Howdy, friends. Welcome to 50's Cheese. My name is Clem, and the boss sent me out here to the garage to show you these movies, since he's embarrassed to be seen with them. What we have here are highlights of cheap old movies that don't really have highlights. And just some scenes that aren't quite as bad as others. From the golden age of B movies. And since misery loves company, I'll be joining you in watching them. Only I'll be commenting on them as well. You can too, only nobody will hear you. These are the kind of movies you would have seen on Mystery Science Theater 3000. In fact, a few of them were. The rest probably weren't good enough. I don't want to mislead you more than I have to. These are not, strictly speaking, first-time viewing reactions. The ones from MST3K I've seen before, of course. But what you will be seeing are mashups of two viewings. One to get my bearings, and one to catch whatever I missed the first time. And they won't be the full movie, just highlights, or lowlights to be more accurate. And the more memorable scenes. So, with all that in mind, let's watch the movie. You are not going to believe this film. This goes beyond so bad it's good. It goes beyond so bad it's bad. It can only be described as so bad it's stunningly awful to the extent of being hilarious. I don't know how I keep stumbling on these ancient artifacts, but from 1934 we present Maniac. Not to be confused with Elijah Wood's 2012 French movie, which was itself a remake of a 1980 film which had to do with a serial killer. This one is based loosely on an Edgar Allan Poe story called The Black Cat, and should probably not be watched by cat lovers. The producer-director, Dwayne Esper, that's spelled D-W-A-I-N, trying to be artsy, I guess, was also among those responsible for foisting reefer madness on the American public. So you know you're in for something special. I don't usually do this, but this film is so weird, I thought I'd show you the trailer for it first, just to prepare you for it.
It's horrible, I tell you. Working on the dead. Trying to bring back life. It's not natural. You with your weird ideas. Haven't I stayed here and nursed dying dogs? Yeah. And even that miserable cat? Agony! I can't stand this torture! Stealing through my body, creeping through my veins, pouring in my blood. Oh, darts of fire in my brain.
Okay, ready to go? Believe it or not, there really was a Dr. William Sadler, who really did write this in his book, The Physiology of Faith and Fear. Now, his institute was actually called the Chicago Institute of Physiological Therapeutics. I suspect Esper figured his target demographic wouldn't be able to deal with words like physiological and therapeutics. There's no mention of where the rest of the crawl came from. Probably the screenwriter, who just happened to be the director's wife. I don't suppose anyone can identify that gizmo. Not that it matters, it's totally irrelevant to anything else that happens.
Tonight, my dear Maxwell, I'm ready to try my experiment on a human.
Yes?
In the morgue, there is a lethal gassed suicide.
An ideal specimen. Have you made arrangements?
No. You know I do not work under prying eyes. You will find a way for me to work without detection. It is your chance to show me your gratitude for my generosity and protection.
I will never forget what you have done for me, and will do anything to help you. But the morgue, dead people. Suppose we should be caught?
How many times have you told me of your impersonations? That you never had a chance? Maybe your art will serve you after all. You have seen the coroner? Why not impersonate him?
No.
That's it!
No.
Impersonate him! The time has come when you can repay me for what I have done.
It's horrible, I tell you. Working on the dead. Trying to bring back life. It's not natural. You with your weird idea. Haven't I stayed here and nursed dying dogs? Yeah. And even that miserable cat? And for what? For a measly roof and food. Because you took me in. And I was down and out.
Once a ham, always a ham.
The pot calling the kettle black?
An actor?
Was that supposed to provide a bit
Don't
of
forget,
exposition
my
or
dear
backstory?
Maxwell,
If
the
it was,
police
it failed
would
miserably.
be very glad to find you.
I didn't mean I wouldn't.
Of course not. In time, you may become a great man.
Now, this set is about on a par with many community theater productions I've seen. Three unrefrigerated corpses. Do you have any idea what that room smells like?
This is the one. Here.
File number 26941. Maria Altura, 24, suicide. Carbon monoxide gas, not claimed.
What does he expect to hear? Well, it's a good thing she's dead. The germs on that needle would probably kill her.
Perfect. But we'll have to work fast.
Hey, watch your hands, Grandpa.
Thank gosh. Them stiffs is getting heavier and more of them every day.
Between the gangsters and the auto drivers, we don't need another war to carry off the population.
You didn't even mention suicides. They even got the coroner working overtime. Say, did you see the beaut that come in today?
Did I?
She's the one that has the coroner doing the night work.
What? Special autopsy?
Must be. I wonder who that old Santa Claus is.
What'd he say?
I must get her out of here. She must have oxygen. Unlock the side door and back up the cart. But watch out for the guard. And as soon as he's out of the way, we'll take her out of here.
You say the corpse of the young woman has been stolen.
Yes, and it sure has me puzzled. Why, Mike thought I took it.
I'd have swore it was the coroner himself.
There must have been a very strong resemblance.
Yeah, he was a dead image of him. And talked like him, too.
Oh, you talked to him.
No, he was talking to some other old fellow there that looked like Santa Claus. As I said to Jake, he had whiskers and bushy hair, and his eyes was wild, and it must have been some other two fellows.
Could you positively identify if you saw the party?
I wouldn't swear to anything now after being secured to the coroner.
You know, Mike's description is very much like your friend Meyer Schultz. Tell me, have you seen him of late?
Why, Dr. Meyer Schultz is really a great research scientist. Why, he has formulated some amazing methods for preserving gland extracts in the most potent state. He's no body snatcher.
Well, doctors and scientists often have some queer things in their mind. Anyway, I'll look into it.
Go easy, Jones. I wouldn't like to offend the doctor.
Don't worry. I'll do nothing to embarrass you. Thank you.
Captain, what'll I do about this?
Collins, see if you have anything there on Don Maxwell. Last heard from in this city. Impersonations, vaudeville. Yeah.
Okay, Cap. Let's see what they got in their files on Don Maxwell.
Ah, well-furnished office here.
Think of it. Life, like in a body that sought oblivion. It's uncanny. The possibilities terrify me.
That's right, Doc. Just stand there, petrified.
But not one word out. This is but a step. Cases like this has the element of doubt. What I want is a victim with a shattered heart. Yes, a heart that I can replace with this beating thing I have forced life back into. You
mad scientist cackling at its best.
Well, it will be my supreme accomplishment. I don't care where you get it. From the morgue, from the streets, the undertaker. Get one! The end will justify the means.
The undertaker, around the corner. That gangster shot today. Just the thing.
Where on earth is that tunnel coming from?
Where is it? I couldn't get it. Coward! Oh, you fool! You have failed me in the greatest moment of my life!
Doesn't every mad scientist have a revolver in their desk drawer?
You have worked with me. You have faith in me. Here, take this. Take it and take your life, and I will give it back to you. My living heart shall beat in your body and will live again. Only think of it. You will live. You will live! Live!
Today's program is brought to you by Dementia sorry, I thought this was a commercial. But serious, dementia precox is an obsolete term for what we now call schizophrenia, which back then was used for what we now call autism. Medical science, or at least medical terminology, marches on.
Murder. Ugh. Murder. And of my benefactor. Horrible. You have so much to give the world.
Why should the unconscious peace of the dead be disturbed? Isn't the spark that moves the mind?
And what's with all these hallucinations, demons and whatever?
Preserving that spark in the individual is not important. What we do with the spark while we have it is important. In Meyer-Schultz, the spark is gone. But in Maxwell, it lives.
It's never made clear what the heck he's looking for or finds.
This may come in handy. But nothing to bring him back. I'd better hide him.
Dr. Meyer-Schultz, please.
Phyllis Diller.
How terrible.
Despite having the same name, these are obviously not the same person.
That Mr. Buckley is having positively alarming hallucinations. Why, he thinks he's the orangutan murderer in Poe's Murder of the Rue Morgue. Tell the doctor I must have some definite help. I'll go get him and bring him in.
Meyer-Schultz would be missed. Maxwell never would. Clean.
What? You're clean? Huh?
Not only do I look like Meyer-Schultz, I am Meyer-Schultz. I will be a great man.
Yep, Philip Parsons was also real, and so was the book. The music, however, is imaginary. Should be.
I'll give him a shot to relieve the nerve tension. May help him. We'll try that first. super adrenaline. No, not that. Water. That will do no harm. And I will be rid of them.
If a doctor came at me with a syringe that size, I'd be out of there in a flash.
And now, you'll feel better.
Let me. Doctor, he seems to be getting worse instead of better.
Stealing through my body. Creeping through my veins. Pouring in my blood.
What was in that hypo? He's dead. Doctor, what have you done? This looks like murder.
No. Not murder. My assistant shot himself.
Shot himself? When? Why, I only saw him an hour ago. Why didn't you call the police?
No, not the police. I wanted to bring him back to life. I wanted to experiment on him. In fact,
This guy is an expert at playing to the camera. Too bad he's no good at anything else.
You shot your assistant just to experiment on him?
Nice day for a walk in the park.
Dr. I have often heard of your uncanny experiments, but this tops them all. But I think we speak the same language. Am I right?
well, I just don't get what you mean, same language.
We have a common interest. When you bring your assistant back to life, his mind will do as you direct. You can do the same to Buckley. Then he will do as I direct.
I must bring him back. I'll find that formula.
Oh, the formula.
Kitty, kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty.
Oh, howdy, Doc. Say, a couple of my cats got away. You seen them anywhere?
Of course not. What would I want with your cats?
Oh, well, I didn't know. I thought maybe, you might use them for, well, some experiments or something.
Me, cats? Never. Oh, that is, I think too much of Satan to use cats.
Satan?
For experiment.
Oh, well,
Oh,
that's
that
what
must
I
be the
thought,
name of the doctor's cat.
Well, no harm meant, Doc. Well, so long.
What am I going to do?
The police will be here any minute.
I must dispose of the body.
I'll hide it. I'll burn it.
No, I can't do that.
The basement. Satan. The gleam. You wretch. Stand between me and salvation, will you?
He thinks he's going to sneak up on a cat and catch it. That's not how cats work.
Why? It's not unlike an oyster or a grape. But the gleam is gone.
Yummy, yummy. Another attempt at educating the audience. More demon hallucinations. And did you catch what the cat did?
All in all, it's just another brick in the wall.
Do you know Dr. Myers Schultz and his assistant, Don Maxwell?
Sure. They're sort of queer, I'd say. There's lots of queer goings on up there. Why, they
Please
even brought
remember,
a dead dog back to
back
life
then,
Well, that sounds very
queer
remarkable to
merely
me.
meant
once. It may be.
odd
but
or
to my notion,
unusual.
Those that monkey with
Period.
what they got no business to gets queer sooner or
I'll
later.
tell you lots
Maybe
more
you're
about
right.
this lady
I know
at
I
the
am.
end.
Why, I even heard a shot up there last night.
Why didn't you notify the police?
That's their business, not mine.
I understand from your neighbors that your cats are making noise at night. Dr. Myers Schultz has complained.
Yeah, but he's been stealing my cats for his experiments. I know. I've been spying on him.
How many cats have you? What's the matter, rats?
Oh, thousands of them.
Well, we've all heard of crazy cat ladies,
Yeah, I
but
got
this guy
1,000
puts
cats,
them all
too.
to
Wanna
shame.
see 'em?
What's the idea? You sell them?
No. It's my own idea. I'm in the business. Fur business.
Oh, I see cats fur.
You'll get it quick.
Where do the rats come in?
You ain't as quick as I thought. Look, cats eat rats. And rats eat raw meat. That is, they eat the carcasses of the cats. So, the rats eat the cats. The cats eat the rats, and I get the skins.
Well, rats eating cats. Well, that is news.
Simple, ain't it?
Say, by the way, did you hear a shot last night?
Maybe. I don't know.
Apparently, so did the screenwriter. And I'm not sure a semicolon belongs there. Let's face it, this scene is what everyone came to see. Esper was the king of exploitation movies in the 30s.
You don't have to stay in the water 30 minutes to prove it. Oh, let me alone. I may not be decent, but I'm sure gonna be clean. Say, if anyone is entitled to the first place in that bathroom, it should be me. Didn't I sign the register and welcome you all as secret guests? Not very often. Often enough, but not our way. Oh, the girl has brains. We don't have to put a zipper on her skull to prove it either. Alice, listen to this. Don Maxwell, personality impersonator, gets lucky break. Why, that's your husband, ain't it? Pipe down, will ya? Let her read it. By queer quirk of fate, actor falls heir to Australian estate. This paper is trying to find him. He used to be around in vaudeville days, but we haven't heard much of him lately.
The lucky ham. From now on, he'll have the company of a good egg.
Will wonders ever cease? Say, I wonder if he's still with that goofy professor. He's inherited a fortune.
You say a fortune? He never spoke to me of any rich relative.
He hardly knew of them himself. I believe it was his uncle in Australia.
I am certainly glad to hear that. I'm sure he'll be pleased.
But don't tell him. You see, I want to tell him the news first.
Oh, that's only natural. Mrs. Maxwell, your husband will be here
at 8 tonight.
All right.
Oh, God, another one.
It was in Meyer Schultz's eyes when he wanted to murder me. It was in Mrs. Buckley's eyes when she wanted to murder her husband. Alice had the gleam in her eye when she wanted to find me. She'd murder me.
There must have been a sale on demonic stock footage that week.
I must get rid of her. But now, Mrs. Buckley, she will help. She must help.
Oh, we are lost.
You are right. But before I can get him back here, you will have to help me. Mrs. Maxwell is crazy and will be here any minute. She thinks that I murdered her husband and wants to turn me over to the police. We must keep her subdued till I can get Buckley. Down in the basement is a secret vault. We will put her down there. You quiet her by jabbing this in her arm. And in the meantime, I will go get Buckley.
It sounds all right.
Except the fact she's crazy. It seems to me she has the right idea.
So you feel that way, too? Stay in there. I'll call you when needed. At last, I've really secured living for us. We can travel or anything we want.
Then you knew of the inheritance?
Sure. I've one little job to accomplish, and then we can leave together. No doubt you were surprised at this disguise?
Oh, no. I wouldn't be surprised at anything from you.
No, honey. You were here in time to help me.
I knew there was a catch in this someplace. But spill it.
In the other room, I have a crazy woman I've been treating.
Ha ha! So you've been treating.
Quiet, will you? Now, this is serious. Our lives are in danger.
What do you mean, are?
That's what I said. Now, listen to me. I want you to help me take this woman downstairs. I'll give her a shot. Then you take care of her till I get help.
45 minutes of no real plot.
Me getting the help.
Then they finally come up with this... something weird like
Quiet
this.
now, isn't she?
Yes, but she'll break out any minute. She's not afraid of a woman. So if she happens to get wild, just shove this into her arm. Now keep it hid, and all will be well.
All right, Mrs. Buckley. We will go downstairs now. I have a special treatment room there.
I knew that cat man was good for something. Is that a frog or a jumping rat? Boy, he can cackle almost as good as the real doctor. I guess a cat fight is rather appropriate for this movie. It looks like they're sending out the entire police force.
Look in that room, Parker. You come with me, Finney. I've got orders to search this place and take everyone in it down to headquarters for questioning. What is that?
Nothing. A couple of my patients having a little argument.
Take me down there.
It won't do any good. There are a couple of would-be murderers fighting it out.
Man, you're crazy. What kind of a place is this?
Oh, I'm crazy, am I? Well, let me tell you something. Those women have the gleam.
No use wasting time.
Oh, that will be all.
Get it going.
These cops never heard of handcuffs?
Quiet down. What's behind this wall? Finney, tear this wall down.
Murderous Satan. The wretch that ate my soul fired. He still has a gleam.
Why, he's crazy.
trying to justify this whole sorry mess.
Kareem. They drove me to it, I tell you. They drove me with hunger, with misery and humiliation. I only wanted to amuse, to entertain.
Now, that about sums it up. I'm sorry, friends, but this one really did Clem in. I had to send him home to get some rest. But he's left me his notes, so at least I don't have to watch this wretched thing. Let's see. It says here to talk about the lady sweeping the walk. Well, she was the sister of the assistant director, and they were the children of a fairly well-known producer-director of the period. She did some acting, but was mainly known as a screenwriter. But most of her scripts were for movies her father did. Now for the hard part. Talking about the movie itself. Now, according to my mother, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything. Just kidding. Yeah, that would take all the fun out of it. Everything about it is terrible. Oh, lighting and sound recording, as is usual in these old films, totally suck. The sets are worthy of a high school play. The costumes are okay, I guess. It's hard to say since nobody wore more than one. And it's probably their own clothes. Acting, if you can call it that, abysmal. Everyone from top to bottom. Bill Woods out-Shatnered Shatner in the emoting department. The old man doctor was so over the top, they had to call the fire department to get him down. The thin morgue attendant stood at attention and read his lines, and then was very pleased with himself for having done so. His partner did the whole scene with a mouthful of mashed potatoes, and the less said about that cat guy, the better. Well, the four roommates didn't do much more than look like an ad for Victoria's Secret, but that's what they were there for. Well, the cops are standard for old B movies, just fairly innocuous. Let's see, anything else? Just the ratings. The All Movies score, 0. Absolutely nothing to recommend it except its horridness, if that's even a word. But because of that, we'll go a good solid 5 on the cheese score. Like I said, like Clem said, it's hilarious. Well, that wraps up another trip to the dump. Please accept our apologies. Thanks for suffering through this with us. Comment, like, subscribe, you know the drill. But buying coffee is much more helpful and more appreciated. Clem will be back next time.